Guys, thanks for joining us. Goat Rings is in the building. Styles says the champ is here, which you love to see it. Peyton says he's here supporting Styles, which is awesome. Kev's in the building. We got Kyle here. Big shout out to Kyle.
Love that.
We've got Jake, Gluten Freak, who is probably going to be the star of the show today. It'll be Gluten Freak and Goat Rings. Been a long time coming. Absolutely. What's up, Matt? Welcome in. What's up, Lazy Bones? Welcome in. Welcome in. We appreciate everybody for being here. Do us a favor as the stream starts and hit that like button. Such a simple way for you to help this channel grow. We see you in the building. We see you, Jordan. We see you, Ryan. Welcome in, gang.
How we doing? How we feeling?
Yes, yes, yes. What's up, Godfather? Welcome in. So, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great night. And we are excited to be here with you. Okay. Now, this is a real rookie draft, but this is a very unique league because there are two people. Well, there's really one person in particular who pretty much punted the first 2 years of this league entirely, completely punted it, stacked up on draft picks, and now he owns almost half the draft. Now, there's another person who kind of followed suit. You know, he didn't have necessarily as big of a tank job, if you will, to get to that point. But two guys are just dominating this draft. It's going to be super, super interesting. So Gluten Freak here. Let's count these out. How many picks does Gluten Freak have? Gluten Freak has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in round 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Gluten Freak has 14 picks. And if I'm not mistaken, let's have a look at the roster limits of our league, okay? So our league, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can, and in total, you can roster 24 people, including the taxi squad, all right? 24 people in total you can roster. Now, Gluten Freak, how many picks did I just say he had?
14.
He already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players. So he's done a good job of getting it down, but he will be 6 players over the limit if he stays in this draft this way. Now, Goat Rings also owns a ton of the draft. We just said Gluten had 14 picks. Goat Rings has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he has 12 picks. And let's have a look at his team here.
Have a look. Have a geese.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has a full roster. So he already has 24 players, which means at the end of this, if he holds on to all those picks, he will be 14 players over the roster limit. So I am very curious to see what the waiver wire is going to look like after this league. But, hey, this stream, this is the Gluten Freak, the Goat Ring stream. They've been waiting for this for a long time. I have one pick at the...
being here.
Sorry?
No point for us being here.
Yeah, I mean, we might just take an intermission here. No. Badaki and I both still have first-round picks. I actually am the winner of the Toilet Bowl last year, so I will be awarded the comp pick. It was me and Kyle, and sorry, Kyle. Sorry, GG's. But let's have a look. There are multiple teams who have, like, no picks. Briar has no pick. Lazy Bones,
I think Lazy Bones, no pick.
No pick. Tizbomb, a couple thirds. Just Dak, a third and a fourth. Jamar, a third and a fourth. Styles, a third and a fourth.
There's 3 teams that have 2 picks in this draft, and that's Dak, Jamar, Styles, Tizbomb, or 4 teams actually.
Yeah.
And Kyle.
This will be crazy.
And you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Me?
Half of the league. Yeah, you only have 2 picks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got the comp pick too.
Yeah. Oh, true. You got the comp. You're right.
But anyway, this is going to be interesting. I will say to Gluten Freak and Goat Rings, what the hell just happened? I don't have a first round pick anymore. How did that? Is that the?
You just make a trade.
Okay. I was like, wait, what just happened? Okay, yeah. So a trade just did go down. I got Drake London. I'll show you all the deal.
Juicy Drake Rogers. There you go. Luton has another.
I was actually excited to pick at the 105, and I was like, at least I have a first round pick in this league. And then literally we were about to start the draft, and actually you don't have a first round pick. You don't. All right, you got played, kid. But this is the trade that just went down, I guess, right before the draft.
You played yourself.
I don't have a huge need at quarterback, and I felt like quarterback was the best available player at the 105. So me and Goat Rings got a deal done. I got Drake London and the 202. I sent away the 105 and a third next year. So that is the deal before the draft. And we also had another trade before the draft, which was Dalton Kincaid for Mark Andrews in a second. So the trades are starting. But anyway, we appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here with us. Do us a massive favor and smash that like button, okay?
It's a hot trade, too.
Like goal for today is 250 likes. 250 likes is the like goal. Help us get there. We appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Let's get on the same page here, okay? So, just before we get into the draft, let's all get on the same page, Badaki. Ready?
Yep.
This is a real draft. Real people who are submitting real buy-ins. There's a real cash prize, okay? This is not a mock draft. So, the first thing we need to say is code cinnamon. We love that you guys are here. We love that you're watching the draft with us, interacting. But please refrain from saying things like, why is this player still on the board? What in the world is this player doing not being drafted? Please refrain from doing that. Think about how frustrating that would be in your league if you were drafting and you were one spot away and there's a player that you just saw falling and you were like, oh, I can't wait to get this. And then you're in the draft room and someone says, wait, why is Drake London available? And then he goes right ahead of you and you're like, you son of a... All right, code cinnamon. Don't be that guy. We are going to use the land method, live action negotiation draft. Okay, this will be a live draft. It will be 5 minutes through the first 2 rounds, and then it will be 3 minutes from rounds 3 onwards. Everyone does get 1 trade window. No, Gluten Freak and Goat Rings do not get extra trade windows just because they own most of the draft, okay? But every user gets 1 trade window. They can call it, but they have to be on the clock. We talked about the comp pick. That goes to the toilet bowl winner, which was your boy. Anything I missed?
Yeah, 3 minutes goes, 3 minutes on the clock in the 3rd round, and a comp pick, and that's it.
Yeah. But I said both of those things.
Yeah. You did say that, both of those things.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I was born ready, man. I want this draft to start. This is what I have to say. Gluten Free, 7 Goat Rings. You know your picks. Stop hesitating. Go for it.
Yeah. Ideally, don't spend 5 minutes per pick if you know who you're going to take. But this is their moment. I'm going to let them have it.
Yeah, this is their moment.
But let's go ahead and get things started. Gluten Freak is here. And by the way, let's try and have a look at Gluten's team while he's on the clock. He's got Will Levis and Dontavion Wicks, and he just drafts
Warren Harrison Jr. I bet you 7 goats is like, wait, what?
So he is playing this differently.
It's really against 2 people.
Because it's really just honestly, look at this. Across the board, the first 7 picks, it's just 2 people.
Yeah, exactly.
So Gluten is playing this the way that he wants to.
By the way, you're not sharing the draft, brother. What's going on?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. Okay. Marvin Harrison Jr. goes off the board. I gotta say, I didn't expect that. But Gluten here is playing against his only opponent in the draft, which is 7 Goat Rings.
He just divvied up 7 goats. You know why? And look, let's be honest. We can talk about this because these are the only 2 people that are freaking are going against each other. Gluten Freak has the 103, the 104.
So it's Caleb Williams.
Has to take Caleb Williams, but I guarantee you he wanted a wide receiver.
Okay, so
you know, Let me look at seven.
I don't
goats
hate
team
the
there.
way Gluten Freak just played that. I want to be honest with you. I don't hate it because he gets Marvin, he gets Malik,
Neighbors.
he gets
Yep.
Daniels, and he's also going to get the quarterback that I'm assuming he's going to get a quarterback at the 106. So in a way,
Yeah.
he's kind of played that to perfection.
And now it forces seven goats hand to force who he wants to take here because Gluten Free can go.
Exactly. Will the turntables turn here, and will Goat Rings force something else?
Yeah, because Goat Rings didn't get his wide
The
receiver.
tables turned. Roma Dunze at the 105, and now basically what Goat Rings is doing is just doing a big one of these straight to Gluten Freak, and Gluten Freak is going to call his trade window here. So he will have 5 minutes on the clock to shop this pick. If anyone is interested, now is the time to talk to Gluten Freak. This is an awesome start to this draft. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this would be very boring. So far, very entertaining. This is super flex, yes.
Yep.
Gluten says you can believe I'm going quarterback at 6. Well, I think what happened, Gluten Freak, is Goat Rings called your bluff, brother. I think he called your bluff.
You bluffed him, and he bluffed you right back.
Mm-hmm. It's a bluff party in here tonight. About to be the fastest rookie draft in Dynastyland history. Kyle says, "Let me know when I'm up mowing my lawn."
Oh man, that is and I'm pretty sure Seven Ghosts thought about this for sure. Why wouldn't Gluten Freak take Byron Harrison Jr. knowing that he's going to get a quarterback regardless? Because he probably could get the number 1 wide receiver in this draft class and still get a top quarterback here. So I think it's a win-win for both teams. I'll be honest with you, because you get Roma Dunze, but who is the wide receiver 3, but Seven Goats gets Caleb Williams, who's quarterback 1. So just depends.
Obviously, Gluten Freak is going to play this however he deems is how he's going to play it. I will say I think he needs another quarterback, but he might have plans for a different part of the draft for that. I'm not sure. Because
they're talking amongst each other. You see what they're talking. They're literally talking about swapping trades.
Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Who are you negotiating with? Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys own the draft. That's why these trade wins are so funny. Let's have a look at this conversation going on right now. Cluton says, "Dude, I'm loving this. I didn't want a Dunze, but I wanted Drake and JJ decision made for me."
That's I took the 105 because I knew that would be wild. Yeah, I mean, why take a quarterback at the 105, knowing that either way you're going to get a quarterback at the 107?
Gluten says, "I'm going Drake unless you want to swap. I'd swap for a little bit." Seven says, "Yeah, no worries. I get who I want. Take your man. Let me know. I know who I want, and I won't lie if you take them. Let me check with another manager." This is chaos. I love this. Although I don't love that I'm not in the action.
Well,
I'm sitting on the sidelines.
You were about to be in the action.
I know.
I mean, you had the 105 there, and you traded it away.
I'm actually happy with that, though. I mean, so I was looking at Gluten's team, by the way. Will Levis is his quarterback 1, and there's genuinely not another name on this roster at quarterback. So I'm not sure what his play is, but Daniels will be his quarterback 1. I love Jaden Daniels. I think that's a great pick. And I'm curious if he's really going to let these quarterbacks fall. I'm really curious to see how that's actually going to pan out. But you're sitting here at the 108, waiting for it all to unfold.
I'm waiting for it all to unfold. I'm keeping my cards close to my chest here.
And I think I
know who I want.
I think I know what you want too.
I know who I want. And I know who I'm going to get.
Matthew just donated a super chat. He says, "Smash that like button to help keep those lights on. Best Dynasty football show out here. Thank you for all you do. Cheers to you." Oh,
that's awesome.
That's very kind of you, man.
You, Matthew.
Very kind of you.
Actually, I'm a kangaroo.
You a kangaroo? Are you a bear?
I'm a drop bear. Guys, there's a real thing called drop bears here. Be careful.
So yeah, I did think this was going to be pretty boring, but so far quite eventful. And the issue with trying to trade back for gluten is who you trade back with.
Yeah, I mean, who are you trading back with?
You can't trade back with yourself.
You just can't. You just can't. I'm glad I'm just in the middle here in the mix. I'm just in the mix, you know?
Keep it mixy, boys. Keep it mixy. Thank you for
mixy.
the donation, Matthew. Appreciate you, man.
Because I'm popping.
Roxanne.
You know what? Come on, Cleveland. Hey, how about the New York Knickerbockers?
Yeah,
Something
says I'm just glad to be
special.
here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised they won that game so dominantly.
I agree. I thought it would be a close game, but...
Trade windows up.
Back to the clock here.
You keeping track of those?
I mean, it's really just gluten, but yes, I am keeping track.
Yeah. Just, we got other people who might,
Yeah.
By the way, update on our like goal. We're currently at 73 likes, so we're almost 25 away from 100. We appreciate y'all big time. Do us a favor, hit that like button. Simple way for you to help this channel grow. If you're just joining us, Gluten Freak and 7 Goat Rings have a hold on this draft. They have been, pretty much tanking to get to this point, to this draft in this moment. And Gluten Freak started off the draft with some mind games. He takes Marvin. And then 7 Goats hits him right back with the mind games and takes Roma Dunze at the 105 and says, okay, your move. It's chess, not
bluff?
checkers up in here.
You want to bluff? I can bluff, my guy. Huh? Cole. It's like one of those things, you're playing poker. You feel really confident because you got the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just soaking it. Yeah. You're soaking it, and you're saying, this guy's going to call, and I want him to call.
Yeah.
So there goes Drizzy Drake Rogers.
I thought it was going to be a quarterback. I was just looking at his roster saying, I don't think this dude can leave this draft without another quarterback, one of those top guys. So that makes a lot of sense. Looks like Goat Rings called his bluff. And now he gets a chance. But that was really smart from both of these guys. Fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Here we go.
That was some left, right, good night,
Left, right, good night. Regardless of what's going to happen right here, right now, I'm getting the player that I want. And that's what's so perfect about the 108. That's what's so perfect about what's happening right here in this draft. Huh? You don't want no beef, boy. Dak says hello from a noisy restaurant. There goes JJ McCarthy. I'm not going to waste any time. I want this draft to go fast. I'm taking the quarterback. I need a quarterback. If you know my team, this team's absolute dog shit. Welcome home, Bo.
Brother Bo Nix off the board. So Brother Bo joins Daniel Badake Like Cake's team.
Dog shit. It's called.
And now Billy's on the clock.
Billy on the street.
Billy makes an entrance here.
Billy on the street?
If you guys are curious, this is what my team looks like in this league. Jared Goff, Ken Walker, Javonte, CeeDee, T. Higgins, Trey McBride, Jordan Addison, Rashee Rice, Pat Mahomes. I did just trade for Drake London. We've got Ingram on the bench, Njoku on the bench, Jameson on the bench, Zach Moss, Justin Fields. Really like this team. It wouldn't be a complete taxi squad without Parker Washington and Xavier Hutchinson. It just would not be a taxi squad for Zach Savage without those two names. I should have already added Drake London to my team, though, because that trade happened before the draft. Oh, it's telling me I have to drop someone. Oh, Latavius. Thanks for your service, brother. So let's put him in probably over Rice. That feels much better. Sheesh. Be careful. Be careful now.
Why did you trade back for balls? Because I don't trust 7 Goes and Gluten Freak. And these guys know it's all about value.
Billy's calling his trade window here.
Billy is calling trade window, so Billy and Gluten.
This is a 12-team Superflex PPR non-titan premium league. These leagues have been together 3 years, right? 3, yeah. What's up, Dak? He says hello from a noisy restaurant. You love to see it. They said we're the captains now. Yeah, Sebastian. I mean, we just talked about that. We thought it was smart from Gluten, so we agree.
You don't want no beef, boy. Billy, you say you need a quarterback, brother?
Billy was gonna take Bo.
I wonder if Billy thought if I was gonna take Bo or not.
Throw that hat in the trash, please, Broofy says. Come fight me.
Sorry, Billy.
Come fight me. Back to back to back. No, we won't be live streaming any one quarterback drafts. Sorry, guys. We do our best. I feel like we're a one quarterback ally, but we pretty consistently let y'all know that it's just not our format of choice. It's just not our preference.
Yeah.
Not to say that one quarterback is the wrong way to do it, but we just have more fun in Superflex leagues, so that's the leagues that we've, been investing in. But again, not a wrong way to play. Master Nader says 7 goats putting in the trade work, paying off with these picks.
Who's that? Master what?
Master Nader.
Master Nader. What does Jalen do?
Naylor. Rick says probably possibility on Odunze being a top 25 wide receiver in half PPR this year. I'll be honest with you, it will all come down to how they deploy Rome Odunze. There is a narrative starting to form, and I could see it happening, where people are saying that Keenan is going to be a slot exclusively wide receiver. Let me just say this right here, right now. If Keenan is a slot exclusive wide receiver, Odunze will be a huge steal at his ADP. If it's really going to be Odunze out there in 2 wide receiver sets, playing 80-90% of the snaps day one, then Odunze will be an incredible value in every draft. But I'm not so sold that it's just Keenan playing in the slot. I think they're going to move Keenan and DJ in and out. DJ is going to probably be the highest snap share wide receiver of any of those guys. And I just don't believe Keenan's not going to play on the outside at all. I mean, that would be completely contrary to his career. He's played a lot in the slot, but he's also played a lot outside. But maybe they just wanted to be a slot receiver. We'll find out.
If 3 drafts at once, no problem. What restaurant is this, Dak? That's what I want to know. Dak's literally at a restaurant, just sending a picture of his computer on there.
What, in the league chat?
Yeah, in the league chat. I just really want, I don't know why, but that restaurant just reminds me of
Yeah. This looks like a Chili's or something.
Yeah.
You're like your local Mexican spot.
Yeah, exactly. A local Mexican, low key spot because he lives in Texas.
Me, man, Billy, I already moved my pick. Otherwise, we could have talked here. So we got everyone sending in photos of where they are right now. Kyle is currently mowing the lawn. Kyle doesn't have a pick until when? Well, Kyle's on the clock at the 2:04.
Kyle's actually mowing the lawn. That's
when
hilarious.
the draft start, Kyle said, "I got time. All right, I'm gonna go mow the damn lawn."
Kyle's actually mowing. I do one for the little team. Let's see.
All right, we got 12 seconds here.
I'll show what I'm doing.
Putting Billy back on the clock. Billy on the street.
Billy on the street.
All right, I'm putting you back on the clock. Billy, we had that potential deal before the draft, but I moved that pick, so I can't really trade now with you.
He actually is at a Mexican restaurant.
Is he?
Fajitas and Ritas. Hell yeah, get a fajita and a margarita.
This is Badaki's view.
That's hilarious.
Fajitas and Ritas.
Fajitas and Ritas. You freaking love it.
You speak Spanish, right?
I understand it better than I can speak it.
So what does it say right there? With the exclamation points.
Something disfruta el something in your life. En tu vida is in your life. So I don't know.
Get this fruit in you.
Get this fruit in you.
That's what I'm taking away from this. But the guy looks happy.
Houston, Texas, huh?
Guy looks
They've been there
damn
since
happy.
1947. Cooking great. Can't really read it. The La Something family.
Cooking up chicken.
This is a family-owned business out in Houston, Texas.
Family-friendly stream.
Might be stopping over in Texas. Nah, I don't want to go to Texas.
So Billy's got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. I do think he wanted Bo Nix.
I think we might see a surprise right here from Billy. I think we might. And we're going to be like, holy shit.
No, Billy's a smart player, though. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's shake it up, huh, Billy? Let's shake it up. The truth that means enjoy. Okay.
The fruta means enjoy. Okay, yeah, right. So, enjoy fruit. Obviously, that's not what it means.
What happened to Mitchell? I didn't know he was not playing.
Donovan Mitchell, calf strain.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
GG's to Cleveland, really.
Kyle says, my lawn's out of control and I'm going on a date with the wife tomorrow, so I got to get it done.
Oh, okay. Just getting some extra brownie points in there, Kyle. I get it. Got to mow the lawn. Hey, babe, mow the lawn. Go on a date. You know, I know what you're doing.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right.
Update on our like goal, by the way. We are 1 like away from 100, which is awesome. Thank you for the support so far, guys. Thank you for the love. Our like goal is actually 200, so we're almost halfway there. Do us a favor, if you have yet to hit that like button, show some love and hit that thing. But auto picks will not be overturned. Okay, so it is Xavier Worthy.
It is Xavier Worthy. Okay, I was a little bit on edge there, thinking that he would go a different direction. But
Xavier Worthy's gone. Now Goat Rings is on the clock. He's got the 110, the 201.
Jonathan Brooks. Okay, this is the mental game now because Gluten Freak has the 111. Maybe he was trying to get a running back there because he knew that he couldn't get one on the turn. I could be wrong. Let's see what Gluten Freak does here.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out.
Because Gluten Freak doesn't have a pick until the 2-6, 2-7. So maybe he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get.
Do you think they're building their teams that way, though? I don't know what their plans are.
Well, I mean, to be honest, you have to go against each other. So maybe that's what Seven Goats is doing here. Because would it be surprising if Gluten goes a running back here? Probably not.
I don't know.
What's I don't know. I mean,
Dynasty says, loving the land method. Do you guys have any startups coming this year? Love from Oz. Appreciate you, man. That's
I appreciate you, brother. That's awesome.
Where in Australia do you live, by the way? But no startups planned right now. We really our focus in our follower leagues is to more think about longevity, and it's really a quality over quantity type thing that we do. So a little bit more difficult to get into one, but that's just because we want them to be valuable for people.
Yeah. That's also in Australia. I don't know if you know, but we live in Australia as well. I'm assuming you're saying that because you know we live in Australia.
So, Gluten Freak on the clock.
7 Goat Ring saying Brooks was always my 110.
Okay. Okay.
Gluten Freak saying, Style saying, okay, it sucked. I still don't want your dusty, crusty teeth.
Just
Okay,
shade. Just pure shade
honestly,
throwing.
just getting shots back and forth, huh?
I just had an order come in, by the way.
Oh, what you get?
I got some hats, and
Uh-oh.
it'll piss certain people off that they're not from the teams that I love, but that's okay.
What I want to know is why don't you have a Giants hat already?
Oh, I'll never wear a Giants hat.
This guy.
That's too close to home. I mean, I don't care about baseball. I'll wear a Yankees hat. I think the Yankee hat looks cool.
Might as well be a Giants hat. So you know what? You have a Giants hat, mine.
No. All right, so this is what we got today. I don't really like snapbacks, by the way. I don't like flat lids. I'm more of a, I like the curve. I like the curve in it. But we picked up a Houston Astros. I like the way it looked. I thought it was a cool logo. I like the way this feels. It feels like the Baldwin hats from Kansas City.
Baldwin Hills. Anyone watch Baldwin Hills back in the day on MTV? Let me know if you know what that is.
Do you know what this hat is from? Like what team this is? Badaki?
Isn't that Boston? I have no idea.
You're gonna tell me you're from Brooklyn right now?
I have no idea what that is.
This dude just said this is Boston. I guess that's like my 2 up, 2 down moment. This is the Brooklyn Dodgers. Come on, bro. Wake up.
I don't know. That's old. I don't know that. That was before my time.
So this is all like I am obsessed with the way these colors look together. I know this team sucks. I know they're about to be relocated, but I just love the way that their colors look together. And I've always loved how simple their designs are. That's the Oakland A's. This is kind of like their alternate logo.
In Oakland?
I know they're about to move. They're gonna move from Oakland, but I love that alternate elephant logo they have. And then I'll give you a chance to guess this one. It's nice. What do you reckon?
That one, I don't know. That kind of looks like the Angels to me.
Angels? Not a bad guess.
That looks like an alternate one of Angels. The Anaheim Angels.
Not a bad guess. But not right. You want another guess?
Ryan Thomas Jr. off the board there for Gluten Freak, taking his time. I'm gonna say Atlanta. Someone says Atlanta.
Yes, there you go. Atlanta. Yeah, well, Atlanta Braves. That's right, baby.
The Atlanta Braves. This guy, I mean, Godfather is a baseball fan. Clearly.
Oh yeah.
I like baseball, but I don't watch it like that. I watch the playoffs.
Sweet likes the New Era hats over 47. I like 47 and New Era. I don't care. I'll wear either of them. I just like the adjustable ones. I hate like a fitted hat that you can't adjust. I'm not a fan of those. I hate the brim like this.
My brother was always about fitted hats back in the day. Go to Lids, get a fitted hat.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. I remember my first real job. I worked at Marshall's in Home Goods. First paycheck I got, almost every paycheck I got, me and my friend, we were at the mall, Zona Rosa. Straight to Lids. Straight to Lids.
Did you go to Lids and then go to like the Chinese shop because they just have banging Chinese food?
Well, for us it was Lids, and then we would go to
that was
the pretzel shop. Brock Bowers comes off the board.
Brock Bowers off the board. 7 Goats is on the clock here. Yeah, the pretzel shop is here you go. What is it? Auntie Anne's?
Yeah, they had Auntie Anne's there.
Hell yeah. That's what I used to do back in high school. I used to go. We used to like go to
Goat Rings is calling his trade window here.
Oh, okay. Goat Rings on the block.
Let me start that.
I get Dominican. I don't like baseball. I'm not Dominican. I'm Peruvian. I may look Dominican. A lot of people used to think I'm Dominican. You know what's funny? In America, I'm Spanish. Doesn't matter what Spanish you're, Dominican, Peruvian, Puerto Rican, Cuban. Doesn't matter what type of Spanish I am. I'm Spanish in America. Once I step outside of America, you're black. Like I came to Australia, they said, oh, you're black. I was like, what? I was like, my whole life, I've never been called black, and I'm half black. My father's black, my mom's Peruvian.
Yeah,
My
I'd
father's
say
African.
you look black to me.
But that's what I'm saying. In America, it's Spanish,
Yeah, right.
and here it's black.
It's probably Spanish and black. Black Spanish.
I mean, black Spanish.
Is there a word for that?
I mean, no, I was trying to think of that word as
Blanish?
you said, Blanish. Splack. That's what that used to be my name back in the day on Call of Duty. Splack, because Spanish and black.
Wow. Shout out to that.
Shout out to that. But yeah, it's weird.
African
American.
You know
but
what
that's
was actually
on,
culture
bro.
shock to me, and it might sound racist. It's not meant to be, but
Uh-oh.
so how do I say this politically correct? I don't know, but anyway, like as an American born and raised in America, when I was 18 years old moving overseas, I remember the first time I saw, like, this is gonna sound racist. I don't want to say it anymore. It's not meant to be racist. It was just like
is the first time you saw like a specific race?
it was the first time I saw a specific race speak, and they sounded so Australian. I was like, what? I'm kind of like blown. My mind is kind of blown that's your accent. I don't know why. Just my small mind, 18 years old, 19 years old coming to Australia. But
I'm trying to think of.
it's just weird when you're American born and raised, you go to a international country, and then you see all these different races, and they have like a strong Australian accent or like a strong British accent, like. Anyway, I'm not going to go any further.
You're basically just saying you were surprised that you saw what you thought was a different race have an Australian accent.
It just like blew my mind that was common. I was like, whoa. Okay, right. Yeah, like this exists. Obviously, like this is part of the world. Not in a bad way, just like I would never have seen that growing up in America.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna abort before I get canceled.
A lot of people do think I'm Islander. People think I'm Islander, like I'm from Samoan, Hawaiian, Fijian. A lot of people think that here in Australia, but I'm not. I'm Peruvian and African. My dad's from Africa, Togo. My mom's from Peru.
Peru.
Shout out to West Africa and Peru, huh?
African. American. I honestly am sitting pretty here at the 202. I am super happy with whatever happens right here.
Yeah, you're chilling.
African American. But you know what's funny is like, so people in America probably, I'm not gonna say everyone, but a lot of people probably are really fascinated by the Australian accent, right? They probably like it. But like Australians in Australia, or like foreigners in Australia, sometimes are just like, oh, it just sounds just like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't.
The way the Australian accent is perceived internationally versus in Australia is different.
Right. Yeah, because what's being fed in America is your Crocodile Dundee or your Steve Irwin. You know, so like Rocky White,
American content creation for Australian accents is not even close.
It's not. It's nowhere near close to it, and everyone sounds completely different. You know, like if we were to bring our wives here, they wouldn't sound the way that you were perceiving an Australian to sound, right?
Yes.
So,
yeah. How many more leagues? Well, we go all the way to Lima. So we've done Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, A, B, C, D, E, F, Foxtrot. We're on golf. So we also have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, hotel.
Next. Yeah, you have hotel next.
Hotel next week. India next week, H-I-J. Then Juliet, H-I-J-K. Then Kilo, then Lima. So golf, hotel, India.
Maybe we should just finish the alphabet and just do what is it, 26?
I think 5 or 6 more.
Is it 26 characters?
There's no
And
way we could
26
keep up
letters
with
in
that
la-
many
and-
leagues.
in the alphabet, right?
Yes, we do live in Australia. Lad McConkey off the board. You know what? I am going to shop the pick just for shits and gigs.
Just for shits and gigs, he said. He's shopping the pick at the 202.
I am going to shop the pick. Interested in running back, wide receiver, quarterback, anything, I guess. Just want to see the vibe. Don't need tight end.
Well, so Styles just made a trade. Sorry, I just realized. So 7 gold rings. That wasn't 7 gold rings pick. Styles
You're right.
traded for that. So Styles got the 201 and the 307. He sent away Raheem Mostert, Cooper Kupp, and Gus Edwards.
Wow. Okay.
Styles
Interesting.
Really wanted to allow
I'm
the space
curious
to-
Goat's like path with this team now. Let's upload this for people to see.
I just realized Tizbomb is saying he's front row. He's at a concert. He's at something. I'm being rude. But he doesn't have any picks, so he doesn't give a shit. Oh, no, he does have. He has 2 picks.
Tizbomb is at a concert. This is where Tizbomb is right now. What artist is that?
I have no idea. Maybe it's just like a... It looks country, though.
The lawn looks fantastic, Kyle.
Yeah, that's out of this world there. A lot of brownie points for you, Kyle.
So, this is the trade that just went down for Goat. And I just want to hear from Goat. What's the plan with the team? Because I felt like this indicates to me you're trying to compete now, but you got all these picks. I'm just curious where you're going with this. So, he gets Cooper Kupp, Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert. He sends away the 201, the 307. I want to hear the vision. I mean, look, Styles, you know I'm a lad guy. So I obviously got a good bias towards a certain side, but getting points for rookies that I don't want to keep waiting on, okay.
I love that from Gluten Freak. What's all that in the background? That's what I want to know. Are you like a big Elder Rings fan? Have you been seeing Kai Cenat playing Elder Ring?
I don't watch Kai Cenat. I don't really watch streamers like that. I love the KC hat. I think. What is that in the back? Is that Dungeons and Dragons? What is it? I actually don't know.
That's Warhammer.
Warhammer.
I don't know what that is. What's Warhammer?
It looks pretty badass. You got like
Warhammer
a whole ass
4000.
man cave down there, bro.
Miniature war game shop. Most popular miniature war game in the world. Particularly popular in the United Kingdom.
Worldwide.
Zach said he doesn't watch Kai Cenat, which he doesn't watch black streamers. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. What's the other white guy who streams that's big? I don't watch him either. I will see their stuff on a TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. I don't sit there and watch Kai, but like, what I like to do is I like to have it in the background and listen. Like if he has other people there, like for example, he had the Tyler girl, he has like Chunks of Philly. Like I like when he brings people on. I don't like when he plays because I think that he's funny when he has other people there.
Right. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and make my pick. I was honestly happy with Ladd or Trey Benson. So we're going to grab Trey Benson here at the 202. Feel really good about adding him to this team. Not sure how much I believe in Javonte. We'll see. We also got Zach Moss. So I feel good adding him to that roster.
That's cool though. That Warhammer.
Yeah, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about because I thought it was Dungeons and Dragons.
I thought the same. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea what it was.
I'm going to send you another trade here.
Kevin said Bleacher Report reporting T. Higgins pissed off. I was just telling that to Zach. I was like, did you see Dan Olarski and Adam Schefter complaining or talking about T. Higgins?
No.
Well, Dan Olarski was saying that, T. Higgins is going to get a contract no matter what. And then Adam Schefter was like, look, week 5, week 6, he has hamstring problems. His knee is messed up. Teams are going to be hesitant to do it. And, what's going to be happening? He's basically saying T. Higgins, it's kind of really make or break for T. Higgins if he can't stay healthy this year.
Sure.
And is he really going to get that contract? Because to be fair, it's right. He has been healthy.
I think he'll get a big contract. Especially if a wide receiver like him's available in the
Yeah, I mean, I think he gets a big contract as well, but I do see the argument that he was bringing. Trey Bowman's also pissed off. Quincy Johnson reported he was pissed off. I don't know if you guys know that. Make me win. Imagine having 152,000 people watching you.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Who has that?
Kai's in that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he's been streaming for 25 hours because he's doing he was sleeping in stream.
He streams himself sleeping?
Yeah, and people send donations
what
while
the
he's sleeping.
Heck?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine going to sleep and making money.
Why do people send donations while he's sleeping?
Look, people do it. And bring up his stream, he has I don't know if Elder Rings is sponsoring this or paid him to do this, but if you look at his background, he has all this shit in the background. It's pretty crazy, actually. There's a lot of those are bots. I didn't know that.
How do you do bot donations?
How does that even work? Is that a bot donation, or are you saying the 152,000 people watching are bots?
Oh, that would make more sense if there were bots watching. Bots donating, I mean, that would be next level. They become sentient.
I said bots, viewers, not bots. But why would Kai have bots though?
I guess more people watching means people think it's a better stream. I don't know.
I guess what makes sense is he has 10 million followers on Twitch. So I think having 150 people is pretty good for a 10 million.
150,000.
Yeah, no one.
Keon off the board.
But I could be wrong. I'm not really big into understanding what's happening in the Twitch game. I like to sometimes watch people.
Gotta get this fit a little better. Kyle, I did send you a trade.
Let's see what Kyle does here. This is Kyle's first pick in this draft. Kyle's finished mowing his lawn. Look at Kyle's team here. Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk, that mic. Sorry.
Cinnamon, be careful.
Kyle's calling his trade window here.
Trade window.
Mark that down for us.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
That's what you sound like right there. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Come on, Cleveland. Come on, baby. Boston's trash. Not trash.
Trash. Trick or trash, kid.
You're trash, kid.
Let me blow your mind. Set off my whole body. You know that song?
Yeah, I do know that song. You like Tyler?
Great song. Inspirational.
Is it actually?
Oh, yeah. BBL Drizzy.
Have you been seeing all the reactions of like Kendra's like latest like beat and how everyone's going off at it, just thinking like it's crazy. The
Trade just went down.
uh-oh.
I just traded away Javonte Williams.
Billy 205, interesting. I thought Billy would potentially want to stay at the 205. We kind of just spoke about that in this video that we recorded as well.
Yeah, we did just record a running back ranking video. Ultimately, I love Javonte, man. That was one of my favorite guys I've ever scouted out of North Carolina. But I don't know what to make of this situation in Denver. But the trade is quite simple. It's just Javonte for the 205 straight up. Man, I could regret doing that, but that is the market price. There you go. I wish we recorded that video tomorrow then, because we were talking about the price.
Yeah. You're right.
But I could regret that for sure.
You could.
I mean, imagine selling Javonte and saying, don't expect him to be good after his ACL. Give it a year, and then selling him. Just me, I'm a fraud. But I got scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. BBL Jizzy. Hell yeah, Ryan, I missed the food. Honestly, the majority of the time that Zach and I go, either of us go to America, it's because of the food.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Like, obviously, I have family there. Like, family is number one. Second is food.
Yeah.
Um,
Another trade was
100%.
completed, and Goat Rings is on the clock now.
Okay. The goat ring's on the clock. Kyle's gets Brandon Ayuk.
Wow.
Wow. The 204, the 206, and Deontay Johnson. It really depends on who Goat Rings gets here.
Huh.
Holy shit, that's a haul for you.
I mean, look, Goat Rings know this because he's been on plenty of our trade videos throughout the year. I'm a little shocked by this. I'm gonna be honest. I know Goat has got thick skin. I'm a little shocked by this one, bro. So
Hold on. I think it just depends on who he takes here.
it's
'cause I'm not
Brandon
saying-
Ayuk for Deontay Johnson, the 204, and a second in 2026. But the great thing about Goat is he's going to do everything his own way. He doesn't care what you think. He doesn't care if you disagree. He is always scheming, always trading. I don't love it. Okay, so Penix comes off the board.
And that's kind of what I was expecting. I'm not saying that it's a good trade or a bad trade. I think he's playing the long haul game, and if he is envisioning Michael Penix Jr. to be a starter and somehow gain the value that we talked about if he does become the starter in future, then he's playing the long haul game. But that's a real risk if Michael Penix doesn't get onto the field and becomes the guy that just becomes the guy that he's hoping to become, right? So I can see the pathway. Now, would I have done this trade? Absolutely not. But I can see why he was potentially thinking that, because you're going to get a top quarterback that was our top quarterback drafted in top 10, like you say, right? Like his value is most likely going to increase. But just trying to see it from his point of view.
Yeah.
Now Zach's on the clock here at the 2:05.
Willing to trade back. Gluten 7 goats. It looks like it's between you two if I'm going to trade back.
Gluten and 7 goats.
I don't really want that third, man. I'm not anti this deal, but that third isn't going to work for me.
You said, never mind, it's a great trade now. See, everyone says depending on the pick here, and everyone thinks Michael Penix makes sense trading away IU, getting a top 10 quarterback. I can see it. Once again, I don't think I would have done that, but I can see why people would understand and people would want to do that, and why 7 Goats did that trade. What's happening, Lando? Christian said, do you think Daniel Jones is an upgrade from Neighbors over Jaden Daniels? Absolutely not. I would say Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones never has produced a top fantasy, not even top 25 relevant person. But to be fair, who has he had? So I'm not saying he can produce Malik Neighbors to be this top guy, but Malik Neighbors has a talent to, in his own right, if he gets peppered with those targets, be a top 24 guy. So I mean, like if you think about it, Isaiah Hodgins, Sterling Shepard, Wandale Robinson.
All right, Goat Rings is on the clock.
Okay, you traded back. You went to 208. Break it down.
Yeah, let me upload this. I mean, these guys know they can't roster all these players, so I guess they're adjusting.
The NFL schedule has officially been released.
And that way, it makes this draft really interesting because these guys got to get in the roster limit. It's got to make sense for them, so they are willing to trade back. So that's made this draft pretty interesting. But no, I think it's a pretty self-explanatory deal. I get the 208. I also get the 305. And I send the 205. So a little move back there. Pretty simple deal.
The 7 Goats trade away Deontay, gets Michael Penix Jr., trades back up to the 205. Let's see who he takes here with the minute 15 left on the clock. He goes Adonai Mitchell.
Hey, a lot of people love Adonai, bro.
I'm not saying I thought he would have gone a different route based off of things that have happened, but I guess I don't want to influence too much here. Now Gluten has 2 back-to-back picks.
How did I come into this draft with the 105 and now I have the 202, 208, 305, and 405? I just got another trade posed to me. Oh, nah, brother.
Ooh.
Nah, brother. I don't want the third next year, brother. Sorry, I don't want the third next year.
Adonai and Sim, people say. Him. Come on. People loving AD. Here we go. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these head coaches are talking highly about a lot of these players. But, I mean, everyone's gonna love the pick that they make in the draft. So you kind of take those things with a grain of salt. Obviously, some things for sure you can talk up and use.
Wow, I'm like the prettiest girl in school right now. Everyone's sending me trades.
I'm like the prettiest girl in school. Who was the prettiest girl at your school?
Karina.
You went to school with Karina? Karina is a superstar, though. Is she a superstar or just a role player? Mental, isn't it? Oh, man. It's over for Cleveland. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you. See you next week. There goes Ricky Pearsall and Xavier Leggett, and that's who I thought 7 Goats was going to go. I'll be honest with you. I thought he trades away Brandon Ayuk. He gets Michael Penix Jr. He trades back up to the 205. I thought he was going to go Ricky Pearsall. Maybe he was believing that Brandon Ayuk was going to be away or no longer be with this team in the near future. I thought getting the Michael Penix and Ricky Pearsall pick, a first-round draft capital, would have been kind of sexy there. But he goes Adonai Mitchell. And that's okay. That was my thought process there. But he goes Adonai Mitchell.
I don't want to get out of this draft, Gluten. I don't want to bet on next year's draft. It doesn't interest me.
Just doesn't. Gluten's trying to get back up here to the 208. So at the moment, Gluten Freak has Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Brian Thomas Jr., Brock Bowers with Ricky Pearsall and Xavier Leggett.
I don't want Rashid Shaheed. We all know we're going to drop Rashid Shaheed. Stop it.
7 Goats Rings has Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, JJ McCarthy, Jonathan
the
Brooks.
deal that has to be made, and it's on the table here. It's right there for you. The amount of picks that you have and how late that pick is that we disagree on.
He's arguing. With Keon Coleman, Michael Penix, Adonai Mitchell. 7 Goats has.
All right, this is my last chance to try and make peace. I moved the pick back 2 spots.
Wow.
I moved the 4th back 2 spots.
Karina's his wife. So who's Karina? A superstar, actually.
All right.
Whoa.
So the trade did get done.
Trade gets done. Zach moves back, it looks like. Again.
Jalen Polk is the pick.
Looks like Gluten Freak gets that stack there. Jalen Polk with Drake May. Now 7 Goats is back on the clock after taking Adonai Mitchell at the 205. I'll be honest with you. I think you could have got him there at the 209. I can tell you for a fact Zach wasn't going to take him.
No,
maybe.
I wouldn't have taken him, but a lot of people love him. I mean, what matters is if Gluten would have taken him.
I'm saying like exactly what Gluten would have taken him. Well, he just traded up for Jalen Polk, so I don't think he would have taken him.
Yeah, this is the trade that just went down. I moved back again. I am just moving back. Will I make a pick today? We don't know. Will I make a pick? I don't know. I get the 210, the 301, the 403. I send away the 208, the 305. That's the dealio. Zach says he won't move out of the draft, but he can only move back so far.
Blake Corum.
All right, Blake Corum off the board.
No, Zach's
Yeah,
on
that
the
puts
clock
me
here.
in a precarious position.
Precarious.
And, you know, there are so many. I'll be honest, I really wanted Blake there. And
no,
it
so
looks
you
like
moved back
Kyle
and
wanted
get
him
sniped.
too.
Oh no.
I really wanted Blake there, and I'm in an interesting position, but I'm going to let you guys make some of these decisions for me based off the picks that I have coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Marshawn Lloyd here. I'm playing the board. I got the comp pick. I got the 301. Let's see.
So close. Really wanted Blake Corum. Who do you think he was going to take there?
Who?
7 goats.
Me?
Yeah, like you felt pretty confident in trading back there, but who did you think 7 goats was going to take?
Ultimately, I wanted one of Marshawn Lloyd or Blake Corum.
Okay, so you're okay with either, but you wanted Corum.
Yeah, I preferred Corum, but I was okay with
I just wanted to double check like who you truly wanted, or
yeah.
why would you do that pick knowing that you really wanted Corum? But it makes sense that you have Marshawn Lloyd as well, which you were okay with.
Yeah, I was fine with either of those options. And ultimately, there's a ton of receivers I like here, so sad to let Troy go, but I got him in a lot of other leagues, so that's okay. Kyle on the clock here. I think what's happening right now is Kyle and
Goats
and Goat are negotiating right now. Because Kyle is a Michigan man. He's a Wolverine. And I'm sure he wants Blake Corum on his team right now. So I wouldn't even send an offer for Blake Corum. I don't think I can beat Kyle's offer.
Let's check up on the like goal here. Like goal, 175 likes so far. We have 250 people watching. Quick math was at 15 likes away from 200, guys. If you've been watching with us, haven't dropped a like, you're liking what you're seeing here so far, the live negotiations, the live trades, the trading backs, the values, the upsetting of players getting sniped, please drop a like. Drop a like. That just really helps us. It helps other people like yourself say, hey, what are these two guys doing? Huh? But we appreciate you guys once again. 15 likes away from 200. Definitely doable with 250 people watching here with us. Appreciate you guys. We do have the comp pick after the 212, which goes to Zach.
I was the best loser.
He was the best loser this year. And he basically has 2 picks in a row after the 212.
Yeah.
Kyle's on the clock here, and then we go to 3 minutes. And Gluten Freak still has picks in the third.
Oh, what's funny is when we started this stream, I had the 105 and the 405. And now I have the 202, the 210, the 301, the 403, and the 405. I thought this was going to be such a boring draft. But shout out to Gluten and Goat because they made it really interesting with all these trades.
Mm-hmm. The trade has been completed. Kyle now owns Blake Corum.
What was the deal? What did he pay?
The deal was, as Sleeper is loading on my phone, it's taking a long time to load.
So it's a 209 and the 306 for Jalen Warren in the 212.
Okay, that's fair.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. So Kyle now owns Blake Corum, Michigan fan. Seven Goats is now back on the clock here. I think I
This
know where
is
he would
the
come, but let's wait and see.
this is the deal right here. So essentially, Kyle gets the 209, which is Blake Corum, and the 306. He sends away the 212 and Jalen Warren. And there is 55 seconds on the clock here for goat rings. 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55. Get ready to make that comp pick, brother. Let you rule my mind. Set
Billy's
off
on the
my
clock
whole
now.
body. Okay, Billy is on the clock.
My gosh.
Okay. Billy gets a second, or Billy gets the 212, and Goat sends a second next year. Sorry, Goat receives a second in 2025. Billy receives a 212. And we can't stop the auto pick here from happening. Gotta pick. Roman Wilson. When I tell you that this couldn't have worked out any better.
When he tells you this.
All right, we got to pause the draft because I have the comp pick here.
Yeah, who do you want?
I realize we should say this every stream because when we don't, people always ask, what does that mean?
I know who you want.
Here's what the comp pick is, okay? When the playoffs happen, 6 teams go into the playoffs to fight for a championship. The 6 teams who don't make the playoffs, they get put into the toilet bowl, which is a bracket, okay, for non-playoff teams. Those 6 teams then fight out for whoever wins that bottom bracket. The bottom bracket, the winner of the toilet bowl, is awarded a comp pick at the end of the second round, beginning of the third round. So it's essentially the 213. Now, that pick will not show up on the sleeper board because the commissioner has to manually add that to the player's team. So because it's me this time, I'm going to manually add the player of my choice, which is going to be Jalen Wright. I'm going to add Jalen Wright here, running back for the Miami Dolphins. Now, Jalen Wright will no longer be available to draft once everyone refreshes their screen. However, he won't show up on the screen. That's why we're going to make a graphic for him. But I know a lot of people have implemented this, but you can see here at the top, do you guys see that? The commissioner's updated a roster. Jalen Wright's been added. So when you refresh, he's no longer in the ADP, but he is available.
That graphic's up, by the way.
So let me just add that before we move on, because last time I just completely forgot. And by the way, send offers for this 301 if you want it. I'm curious to see what offers are out there. All right, I got this last year, or last time, that's who it was. But this time, here we go. Okay. Comp pick is in. And I got to change it to 3 minutes on the clock now. And I'll put myself back on the clock here. All right, I'm going to see what offers might come in, but I do have a player in mind.
Well, just say it. Say you're going to take.
Your mom.
That's not funny.
101.
I don't find that funny. I don't find that funny whatsoever. That's really
The
rude.
101
you shouldn't
in
talk
every
about my
draft.
mother like that. You shouldn't talk about my mother. That's not
Great
funny.
lady.
That's not funny. What's her
Absolutely
name?
fantastic lady. Her name is Mommy.
I don't even know her. See? Don't talk about my mother like that. Don't do that.
Could move back here.
The Oakland City Thunder's tonight. Luka Doncic walking to the stadium. SGA, the role player, walking into the stadium as well. Coming up later on TNT.
We got 60 seconds here. I know the player I'm going to take. Gluten says I want all my picks back, all of them.
Girl, you know.
All right, trade has been completed. Styles is on the clock.
Girl, you know.
Ben Sinnott. I thought that's who you were targeting there. Because you were trying to get a tight end off me. So that makes sense. Ben Sinnott moves, is the pick at the 301 here. Hey, I am honestly concerned at the lack of Ben Sinnott I have on my teams. I'll be honest with you. The issue is almost every team I have, I'm already really set at tight end. But I think he's going to end up being a really, really good pick. But this was the deal here. I got the 303, the 307. Styles got the 301 and the 403. So a little trade back and trade up from both spots.
A little trade back, a little trade up, you know?
And you're on the clock.
I am on the clock. Who would have thought? Not me.
Tough decision to make for you here. I know there's a player that you love right there. I actually don't know what you're going to do here.
Same.
Well, that feels good to know. I mean, I'm happy with whoever you don't take. I'll say that.
None to hold.
Goats, are you out of picks now? Oh, you are. He says that was a blast. Thank you guys for the fun moves. Yeah, that was fun, man. Surprised you're out of here with these picks. I thought you would still have more. We got Gluten, who still has 4 more. Yes, a lot of activity.
Gosh, the offers are just rolling in here.
Yeah, dude. One thing I will say is like this league has always been really good at deals. Maybe I should do a Twitter thread for people to see. Like, basically, would it be a good idea to post all of the trades that happened in this draft over on Twitter for everyone to see?
I'll take Malachi Corley here.
Okay, I thought it was going to be Malachi Corley. And, man, I really want to draft this player now because that's who I was going to take at the 301. But I am still going to field offers. Oh, this is crazy. I don't want to push this back too far. I think I got to take him here. But with how active this league is, I gotta listen. I don't think so, bro. I view this as like a He says it's dumb, take it. I view this as like a late second type of value this draft. I feel like the 303 feels super valuable. I got to get something heavier than that. Oh, Billy. You've been trying to sell me this guy for a while.
Oh, Billy.
All right, I'm going to make the pick. I've exhausted all trade back options.
He's exhausted.
Welcome home, Jermaine Burton. Welcome home, Jermaine.
Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, a trade was just completed, though. Styles gets Matt Stafford. You get a second in the 412.
Yeah, I get a second in 26.
Okay, makes sense.
You see every day, Matthew?
So this is the trade that just went down.
You see every day, Matthew.
All right, so this is the trade that just went down. Stafford. Badaki sends away Stafford to Styles and gets a second in 26 and the 412. I was worried about sending away Javonte, but being able to draft Marshawn Lloyd and Jalen Wright feels good. Feels great. Jatavion Sanders off the board there, and now Gluten Freak back on the clock.
Jatavion. Wow, Giants Cowboys week 4 Thursday night. Come on. Jets Texans, that's pretty hot. See Sunday night. Ooh, we got Giants versus Bengals on Sunday night. That's cool too. Week 16. Come on. Gosh, Chiefs have so many primetime games. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like more than half of their schedule is primetime. Let's see how many Thursday night games they have.
I just want everyone to know that Zach Evans is available.
1.
And Sky Moore.
2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. The NFL is setting up Falcons to make fans beg Penix. Yeah, I mean, week 2, Falcons at Eagles. I wonder how tough the Falcons schedule is. Because that's a big conversation this all season. Andy Reid said we may go 0-3. Let's see. Gosh, if you go 0-3, Michael Penix's name is going to be screaming. Falcons have the easiest schedule off 23 record. Why can't I go through teams? Like, I go to teams and I go to Falcons. Maybe let me just go to Twitter and just type in Falcons schedule.
Gluten says, whoa, wait, no. So, is that not who you wanted? Not dude. I clicked on his name. And it vanquished. Who did you want? I wanted Dolphins running back.
Dolphins running back is not on the board. You had to refresh your thing, brother. He didn't refresh. Dolphins running back off the board.
The only reason I am happy to undo your pick is if Kyle is, and based off the conversations I had with Kyle, I think he'd be happy to say yes. But let's see what Kyle says.
Kyle can just be a dick and say no. Tell me what you wish for. I mean, yeah, Falcons schedules is pretty tough. If you, I mean, look, I think week 1 is definitely Steelers.
Okay, Kyle says he's good with redoing the pick.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Gluten, don't take long. I'm not going to give you 3 minutes here. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Make the pick.
You can definitely go 1-3. How about that? You can go 1 and oh shit. You can go 1-3 for the Falcons, which is going to be an interesting narrative. Oh, sorry, you can be 1-2. Sorry. Because then the rest, you got the Saints, the Bucks, the Panthers. You can have a little run there, and then the Bucks again. Definitely have one of the easiest schedules.
Let's make the pick here, Gluten brother. Already helped you out with the repick.
Oh, tomorrow 10 a.m.
He says trying. Who are you trying to draft? Okay, never mind. A trade just went through.
Okay,
that's a little dodgy, guys. That's a little dodgy. All right. I'm not going to be able to stop this for Tiz. He's going to have to make a pick.
Well, it's going to be auto pick to Baker, I'm pretty sure, because he's the best available player.
Okay, Javon Baker is the pick. I got to be honest, that's probably frustrating for Kyle, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you because Kyle was messaging me, and when he was trading with me, he wanted Javon Baker. And then the pick happens, and then he comes back, and you guys make that trade. I don't know.
Next minute, Tizbon was like, I don't want Javon Baker. Well, if that's the case, if Tiz, you don't want Javon Baker, then Kyle and you can trade.
He says was going to take Baker anyways. We cool. That's all right, but I don't like that. I don't like that we redid the pick and you traded it. That feels a little dodgy. You agree with me, Badaki, or am I overthinking this one?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he tried to take Wright because he thought Wright was on the clock, and maybe he didn't refresh, which was definitely his fault. And then it
Okay, fair.
automatically takes Baker. And then he was like, "Well, I don't want Wright. I didn't want Wright. I wanted Wright because I thought he was on the board."
Yeah.
And he gave him Baker. So then he traded that. Then he came back because he had a trade offer. So he probably just accepted that trade offer. I don't know. I mean, that's how I'm seeing it. I don't think it was dodgy. I just thought
Sure.
it makes
It's
sense
just
that
not. It's not cool if you're Kyle right now, though.
yeah, if you're Kyle, it's upsetting for sure because, well, it's not cool because Kyle, if I get Kyle's side, but Kyle also, yeah, I don't know.
From what I understand, Jalen Wright in ADP was showing as available, and Gluten clicked draft, and instead it drafted Javon Baker. So it's not as if he took the player and then is like, no, I want to get this trade done. It sounded like if Wright wasn't there, he would have explored the trade further. But anyway, it wouldn't be the golf league without some controversy.
I think I think it was just like, it just happened the wrong way. Like it felt like it was the wrong way. But I felt like Gluten was pretty like, he was being honest with it. You know, like if he knew Wright was there, he probably would have traded that pick anyway, and Kyle would have never gotten Baker unless Kyle was talking to him via trade. But I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. And I thought I was helping Kyle out by allowing the redo because Kyle wanted Javon Baker.
Well, that's the thing.
Let's
regardless, he wasn't getting Baker.
Let's take a second here. I want to make sure this is actually who Kyle wants. I don't want to screw over Kyle.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think no matter what, Kyle was going to get Baker because I'm assuming Gluten would have taken Javon Baker, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. Oh, you didn't want Baker at all. Okay.
No. I'm asking Kyle because it says it was an auto. I just want to make sure he's good. Kyle, you took Bucky Irving, but it sounds like that's not who you wanted. Let's give Kyle another chance here. Okay. This league is falling apart. Like it would honestly, that draft was going so smooth. Okay, Bucky is his pick. That draft was going so smooth, and the people in the golf league know there's been a lot of controversy and a lot of heated debates amongst the group. So this has been really smooth so far. There has to be some chaos. And this couldn't have worked out better for me. I'll grab my guy Jalen McMillan at the 307. That is absolutely beautiful. Exactly what we were hoping for there.
John's gonna have new uniforms this year. Whoo! This shit better be nice. It better be nice.
So Vidal comes off the board. All right, let's catch up with the chat here. Kyle would like to rescind his permission. Tez Walker comes off the board. And this is just Dak's first pick. So he's up here. You love to see it.
Yeah, he's up here. In the fajita store. Fajitas and Raiders.
Just to be clear, guys, Jalen Wright is not available. If you look here on the screen, let me see. If you look right here on the screen where my cursor is, right underneath it, you'll see Jalen Wright is the comp pick. Comp pick is awarded to the Toilet Bowl winner. It's selected after the 212. So Jalen Wright was just never available to be selected at the 305, if that makes sense. UT says trade him for Baker plus. Yeah, so no, he was never available to start with, if that makes sense. Eric All comes off the board. Kevin says, just want to say, bless you both. Sometimes this stuff isn't easy to do live for sure. You guys are great. I appreciate you, man. Spill the tea on Golf League. No, there's no tea to spill. It's just, there's a lot of really fun personalities, and sometimes that leads to like a lot of confident opinions and confident takes, which has led to butting heads. But that was really, Badaki, in like the first year. You and I were like, I don't know if this league is okay. These guys really don't like each other. But honestly, since the first year is finished, it's been really chill. Yeah, like everyone started to really hit a groove together, which was cool to see. Ray Davis comes off the board, as well as Theo Johnson. Damn, I really love the Luke McCaffrey pick. I really wanted Luke McCaffrey there. Well done. Chick says, I'll spill the tea. Don't get started.
That's funny.
So Goat Rings got into a big argument on Christmas Day. Then some dude joined and tried to promote his own YouTube channel, and we kicked him out. Yeah, I don't really remember that. Do you remember that this time last year? Apparently there was a guy who tried to get in on this draft who wasn't in the league to promote their YouTube channel.
No, what the hell? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that for some reason, but I think they said we were asleep when it happened.
How's that happened?
Anyway, you're on the clock here.
I am on the clock.
Never forget the Dynasty day trader debacle of 2023. I thought Audric was going to be your pick. I like it. He was a glaring value.
Yep. We need to start a running back for the Denver Broncos. Billy, hit me up. Mental. The Atlanta Falcons. What's Mentos? The Atlanta Falcons schedule release did like an animation thing. It's pretty cool.
Dude, my favorite is the Buffalo Bills. Did you see the Buffalo Bills?
No, I haven't seen it because they did. But Atlanta Falcons did the like NFL Street like type of thing. Just looks cool.
Sure.
Anyways,
I'll watch the Buffalo Bills released their schedule, and they turned their opponents into LeBron James.
Oh yes, I did see that one. That was funny.
I just thought that was so random. It like as soon as I saw it, I laughed. I just thought it was the most random thing ever. Like, he has no association to this franchise whatsoever, but they decided, yeah, fuck it, let's just make LeBron James memes out of this.
It's just because, I don't know, yeah, there's a lot of attraction.
I just thought that was hilarious.
Bro, Atlanta one is cool as hell.
Dak says, Dynasty Day Trader is my co-manager. They did not like it. His former name was Nacho before he came. He was a co-manager year one. Naco, average Dak, scared cats. I love my league mates, though. Wouldn't trade this league. So much fun. Ah, yes. Was it Dak? Was it your friend? I think it was just like, we didn't really know. I think you and I were sleeping and all of it happened. And we woke up and we were like, I don't even know what just happened. I don't even know what just happened. But Styles is on the clock here. And let's see what he decides to do. And then we got Billy on the street. Billy got his guy, by the way, Roman Wilson. Not that he's a Michigan dude, but he's a Steelers fan. Trade window. Okay, has Styles called his trade window? I guess
Has
not.
he?
I'm gonna start for him. Just double check. But
shit. No, he hasn't called his trade window.
okay, you're up. So which one is it? The Falcons, you said?
Yeah. They did like an NFL Street type vibe, like animation, which I think is cool.
Just gonna look at it now. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. It's not like funny though. It is really cool though.
No, it's not funny, but it's cool.
I like the funny ones.
Yeah, the funny ones are 100%. The funny ones are good, but I don't understand. Like, where's the Giants one for the Falcons? So weird.
But Styles is on the clock here at the 4:03. And by the way, I am pretty sure Gluten is actively dropping players, and he's doing it strategically during the draft, so we don't know who he drops. But let's see, is there anyone worthwhile?
Miles Gesicki?
Miles Gesicki? Maybe not, actually. Goat Rings, who did you drop? Yeah, no one interesting, really. Well, what's up with Ryan Tannehill, by the way? Is he going to, like, be a backup somewhere, or is he just done playing?
Oh, I mean, thank you for your service, Ryan. That's what I'll say. If you don't know who to take here, Styles, I'll take the pick from you. Send you a trade offer.
Well, I will say this trade was, this league was much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And I am going to put up a little tweet of all the trades that happened.
Giants is to the street. Let's look at the Giants one. Can't believe we're getting new jerseys. This shit better be nice.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. What you know about BBL Drizzy?
What you know about BBL?
How much you want to know, bro?
Would you ever get to BBL?
Yeah, I've gotten 3.
Drake would, apparently. Just a whole lot of nothing in that. While they're recording that. NFL schedule grid. It's Thursday Night Football. Come on, we can beat Minnesota and JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold week 1 to start off the season 0-1 or 1-0. 0-1. 1-0 for the New York Giants.
All right, Styles, got to put you back on the clock here. Fuck.
Gotta call on time.
Sniped my ass straight out of the air. Tyrone Tracy. Unlucky. A trade has been completed. What could you guys have possibly traded at this point? Spencer Rattler comes off the board. Okay, so the 407 goes for Drew Lock. I kind of like that 407 there. Or Drew Lock there. I think he's got a shot in New York. But that puts me on the clock. And it's hilarious how this is starting to happen in our drafts. The one player back in January that I got the most hate for not being in on is now a guy that I'm consistently drafting in the 4th round. That's Braylon Allen. I'll grab him here. I think he's a handcuff. And how the tables have turned. A lot of people's RB1 in December and now consistently available in round 4.
Yeah.
Isaac Helindo also off the board.
Oh, I'm hungry.
In case people want to see every trade that happened today, I just put it out as a tweet. Let me wait for it to load up. BBL Drizzy. All right, so I'll put this link here in the YouTube chat. If you want to see every trade that happened today, there you go. You can see it all in all its glory. BBL Drizzy. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm going to have to add another one because another trade just went down. What's the trade now? Okay, you're just trolling now. Kyle got $1 of fab and Gluten got nothing. They're just trolling at this point.
All right, let's hurry it up here, boys. Let's hurry it up. There's a bunch of nothing happening here. You're just taking your time for the lows.
Hey, let them have their moment in the sun, brother.
Hurry it up. I'm over it.
Got the Grinch over here. Will Shipley is the pick. These boys. Oh, too funny, man. It posted them in such a random order. Gluten says, I'm for real sorry about how that went down. I've been working on a deal with Chase Brown for like 2 weeks. Then the 305 comes around. Yeah, you're good, man. Kyle wasn't upset about it. So it's okay. It's all goods in the hoods, brother. All right. Well, I need to drop someone. I'm going to drop I'm going to drop Zach Evans right now during the draft so no one sees it like a thief in the night. So it just gets lost in the timeline.
Just gets lost in the timeline.
Sometimes you got to get lost in the sauce. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you do.
Stop it. Tiz just called his trade window. Y'all are killing me now. Is that real? He says he's trolling. Thank God. I was like, tell me we're not about to sit here for 5 minutes at the 409. But honestly, if that was the only pick I had, I'd do something like that. Oops. Jared Wiley goes off the board as well. So what have the picks been so far? Braylon Allen, Isaac Horindo, Will Shipley, Rasheen Ali, Dylan Laub, Jared Wiley. Okay.
Dylan Laub.
Spencer Rattler's also gone. Jamar's calling his trade window. I'm not going to give it to you, just out of spite. I know what Jamar's going to do here. We all know what Jamar's going to do. Yep. Chargers fan, Brendan Rice at the 411. Easy money for him.
Easy money. Trade window. Easy money.
What are you going to do here? Who's Mr. Irrelevant?
Mr. Irrelevant. There you go. Make it quick, nice and quick and easy.
All right, Jacob Coing off the board. That is the golf draft. I will be honest. A lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. A lot more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. Big shout out to Gluten and 7 Goat Rings who were wheeling and dealing the entire draft. Big shout out to Billy, Kyle, Breyer, who was... I'm not even sure if Breyer watched. I'll be honest with you. If I was him? I don't know. Big shout out to Lazy Bones, Tiz, Dak, who's watching from his spot over there. Jamar, Styles, big shout out to all of you. We appreciate y'all big time. Hey, if you're watching this, do us a favor, hit that like button. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for being here with us, for watching these drafts, for liking our content, for watching it, for subscribing. We appreciate y'all big time.
Huge love, guys. Thank you so much.
I will be on holiday for the next couple weeks, so it'll be just Badaki here. Show Badaki some love.
Leaving us again.
Show him some love. Make sure you're supporting him. Make sure you're still tuning into the channel and obviously showing him some love. It's hard to hold it down on your own. It's definitely hard to hold it down on your own. There's so much to do, so definitely show him some love. But tomorrow we will be doing team reviews. So if you want your Dynasty team reviewed by us, very simple process. All you got to do is become a Mother Flocker member with the promo code LAND. And when you sign up, you get the team review, you get the rookie report, you get the data on historical hit rates, you get our rankings, you get a DM for advice, unlock the entire Discord. And there are so many people in the chat right now who are members. Big shout out to them. Thank you for the love and the support. But if you guys want to help keep the lights on over here, that is a way that you can do so. And also, very, very exciting. We are getting closer and closer to redraft season, Badaki. I don't know how excited
That's
you
right.
are. I'm definitely excited.
I'm pumped.
It's just there's a different aura when we're getting closer and closer to the
I
real
cannot wait.
NFL season. So make sure you're subscribed over on our redraft channel. Okay. This is what our redraft channel looks like. Our first video is coming out Monday for you guys. So on Monday, I tried to switch it up, try to get a little creative. I don't know if anybody out there watches Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast did a video recently where he had a challenge that was 10 minutes straight. I tried to do something similar. I tried to give you guys 10 players that I'll be drafting everywhere this year in 10 minutes. 10 players in 10 minutes. The video will be 10 minutes exactly, and that is coming out for you guys on Monday. So make sure you're subscribed over there on the redraft channel. If you play Dynasty, I'm assuming you also play in season, but we cover literally everything you could think of over there on the redraft channel. We've got start sits at running back at wide receiver position. We got players that you should stash in season, trade targets, buy lows, waiver wire. We prep you for the playoffs, players to pivot off of. So make sure you're subscribed over there. We also go live super often answering questions in season over there. Start sits, we're live all the time. So we appreciate y'all big time. Subscribe over there. Check out the first video coming out. I hope it does well. Or I hope you guys enjoy it at least.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, a little bit unique, but I'm excited for y'all to see it. That's it. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Anything you want to say?
No. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Show love to the redraft channel. Another emphasis on that. And that's it. All love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Later, guys.